Hotel Scenario 1. Single Port OLT+ACAP Solution. Hotel network needs increasingly complex. In order to give guests excellent internet experience, a set of quality network programs is very important. Our company carefully creates a single OLT+ACAP program to meet the diverse network needs of hotels with unique advantages. Advantages of single-port OLT+ACAP scheme. 1. Easy to deploy, suitable for all optical networks. 2. Easy to manage. AVASA platform can monitor user traffic, master and sub-router status, CPU, memory, alarm, etc. 3. Mikrotik is used for the egress router. 4. Support Wi-Fi 6. 5. The Wi-Fi name of the sub-router is uniformly issued by the main router to support seamless roaming of the whole network. 6. Support portal authentication of Mikrotik+AVASA. This product can provide hotels with an intelligent interconnected experience. In more than 100 rooms, the camera's guest network, office network, telephone service, and IPTV service are completely isolated from each other. Whether guests are in the guest rooms, the lobby, or the corridor, they can enjoy seamless Wi-Fi roaming with an uninterrupted connection. Through the AVASA platform, the main router and the sub-router are managed uniformly, and user information, as well as router information, can be monitored. This enables every guest to enjoy an exclusive and secure networking experience. The main router uses LAN uplink or connects to an optical to electrical conversion module and is connected to the Mikrotik via an Ethernet cable or a GE module. The Mikrotik is configured with 5 address pools. The camera service is in VLAN 100 and its network segment is 10.10.10.1E24. The customer network is in VLAN 10, with the network segment being 17.16.10.1E23. The office network is in VLAN 20, and its network segment is 17.16.20.1E24. The voice service is in VLAN 30, and its network segment is 17.16.30.1E24. The IPTV service is in VLAN 40, and its network segment is 17.16.40.1E24. The main router is configured with 5 WANs. The first one is for the camera business. It is a Route 1. Tag 100 is bound to LAN 2, which is used by the computer for camera monitoring and can access AVASA. The second one is for the customer network. It is a Bridge 1. Tag 10 is assigned for the use of SSID 1. The third one is for the office network. It is a Bridge 1. Tag 20 is assigned for the use of SSID 2. The fourth one is for the voice service. It is a Bridge 1 with Tag 30. The fifth one is for the IPTV service. It is a Bridge 1 with Tag 40. The main router is configured with VLAN bindings. LAN PON 1 is bound to VLAN 10, 20, 30, and 40. The main router is connected to the AP via optical fiber. The main router configures the SSID synchronization through the AVASA cloud platform. The SSID 1 for both 2.4G and 5G is set as hotel, and the SSID 2 for both 2.4G and 5G is set as staff, which will be synchronously issued to all APs. Configuration of AP1 in public areas. Set the WAN for each AP1 through the AVASA platform. The first one is the default Internet Bridge 1, which enables Internet access. The camera is connected to the LAN 1 port of the AP1. The second one is the other Bridge 1 with Tag 10, which is bound to SSID 1 for both 2.4G and 5G. The third one is the other Bridge 1 with Tag 20, which is bound to SSID 2 for both 2.4G and 5G. Configuration of AP2 in the hotel lobby. Set the WAN for each AP2 through the AVASA platform. The first one is the default Internet Bridge 1, which enables Internet access. The camera is connected to the LAN 1 port of the AP2. The second one is the other Bridge 1 with Tag 10, which is bound to SSID 1 for both 2.4G and 5G. The third one is the other bridge one with tag 20, which is bound to SSID2 for both to point 4G and 5G, and is also bound to the LAN to port. The office computer is connected to the LAN to port of the AP2. The fourth one is the voice one with tag 30, and the telephone is connected to the telephone port of the AP2. Configuration of AP3 for hotel office use. Set the WAN for each AP3 through the AVASA platform. The first one is the default Internet Bridge WAN, which enables Internet access. The second one is the other bridge WAN with tag 10, which is bound to SSID1 for both to point 4G and 5G. The third one is the other bridge WAN with tag 20, which is bound to SSID2 for both to point 4G and 5G, and is also bound to the LAN1 port. The office computer is connected to the LAN1 port of the AP3. The fourth one is the voice WAN with tag 30, and the telephone is connected to the telephone port of the AP3. Configuration of AP4 in guest rooms. Set the WAN for each AP4 through the AVASA platform. The first one is the default Internet Bridge WAN, which enables Internet access. The second one is the other bridge WAN with tag 10, which is bound to SSID1 for both to point 4G and 5G, and is also bound to the LAN to port. The user's computer is connected to the LAN to port of the AP4. The third one is the other bridge WAN with tag 20, which is bound to SSID2 for both to point 4G and 5G. The fourth one is the voice WAN with tag 30, and the telephone is connected to the telephone port of the AP4. The fifth one is the IPTV WAN with tag 40, which is bound to LAN1. The set-top box is connected to the LAN1 port to play TV programs. Enter the URL in the browser's address bar when the login page appears. Input your username and password. After verification, you can log in to access the web GUI. Step 1. Configure Internet Route 1. IPO tag 100. Select the Net tab and choose one in the first row of the navigation page. Modify the parameters according to the data plan on the following page. After the configuration is completed, connect the camera monitoring computer to LAN2. Step 2. Configure other bridge WAN. IPO tag 10. Select the Net tab and choose one from the navigation page in the first row. On the following page, click New, and then set the parameters in accordance with the data plan in the pop-up window. Step 3. Configure the other bridge WAN. IPO tag 20. Step 4. Configure the other bridge WAN. IPO tag 30. Step 5. Configure the other bridge WAN. IPO tag 40. Step 6. Configure VLAN binding for LAN 10 and bind VLAN 10, VLAN 20, VLAN 30, and VLAN 40. Step 7. In the Device Management FTTR of the AVASA platform, click on the corresponding main router. Select AP in the navigation page and choose Generic Template in the second column. Click Edit for the default template. Set the SSID one at both the 2, 4G and 5G bands as hotel, and set the SSID to at both the 2, 4G and 5G bands as staff. Step 1. By default, the Internet is bridged to WAN, which can be viewed through the cloud platform. The camera is connected to the LAN 10 port of the AP. Select the Device Management tab. Choose the corresponding AP from the AP list. Click on the AP, and then select one. Step 2. Configure other bridge 1. Bind IPO tag 10 to the SSID 10 of both 2.4G and 5G. Select the Device Management tab. Choose the corresponding AP from the AP list. Click on the AP, and then select one configuration. Click Edit for the second one entry. On the page below, modify the parameters according to the data plan. Step 3. Configure other bridge 1. Bind IPO tag 20 to the SSID to both 2.4G and 5G. Step 1. By default, the Internet is bridged to 1, which can be viewed through the AVASA platform. Connect the camera to the LAN1 port of the AP. Select the Device Management tab. Choose the corresponding AP from the AP list. Click on the AP, and then select one. Step 2. Configure other bridge 1. IPO tag 10 binding 2.4G and 5G SSID 1. Select the Device Management tab, then choose the corresponding AP from the AP list. Click on the AP and select one. Next, click Add. On the subsequent page, modify the parameters in accordance with the data plan. Step 3. Configure other for bridge 1. Bind IPO tag 20 to SSID to both the 2.4G and 5G bands, and also bind it to LAN2. Connect the office computer to the LAN2 port. Step 4. Voice 1. IPO tag 30. Connect the telephone to the telephone port of the AP. Log in the AP web interface, select VoIP. Fill in the voice parameters. Complete the configuration. Click Apply. You can complete the setup accessing the voice service. Step 1. Default Internet Bridge 1, which can be viewed through AVASA platform. Select the Device Management tab. Choose the corresponding AP from the AP list. Click on the AP, and then select one. Step 2. Configure other bridge 1. Bind IPO tag 10 to 2.4G and 5G SSID 1. Select the Device Management tab from the AP list. Choose the corresponding AP. Click on the AP and then select one. Click Add, and on the following page, modify the parameters according to the data plan. Step 3. Configure other for bridge 1. Bind IPO tag 20 to SSID to both the 2.4G and 5G bands, and also bind it to LAN1. Connect the office computer to the LAN1 port. Step 4. Voice 1. IPO tag 30. The telephone is connected to the telephone port of the AP. Log into the web page of the AP. Select VoIP. Fill in the voice parameters. After the configuration is completed, click Apply to access the voice service. Check the online status of the main router. Check the online status of the AP. Check the terminal information under the main router. Check the detailed information of the network AP. Check the information of wireless terminals.